Okay, we are back. We're supposed to kind of, I guess, just take a stroll. I'm ready to get going on this. I do dislike a little bit the loads for like going like something as basic as going up and down some stairs, but I get it. It was an older game and they had certain things that they couldn't do probably. That is one of those things where it's like you take it for granted. Just being able to go up and down some stairs without a load. I guess at least it doesn't take terribly long. I've seen longer load times on the PS4 and mobile. Is this a good time? Sure. Something I wanted to talk to you about. Mind meeting up? Building in Theater Square. You know, the red one. It's across from the movie theater. Meet on the roof. Red building across from the theater on the roof. Cool. Wait. Oh, I've got to do that first person mode shit. Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Like, oh god. Okay, I really have to stop. Doing this thing where I do inverted controls. There we go. God, this thing where I have to like look up is gonna just drive me crazy. Oh my god! Okay, I thought I saw another one. It was just a light. I was gonna be like, oh my god, it's another one. Alright. Like, now reflections are gonna get me. Getting all the locker keys in this. Did I just seriously knock him all the way to the... Sorry, dude. Alright. Let me help you out. Oh, no. Pardon me. Knock you back down. Oh, I can't hit him now. There he goes. Oh, and he's down for the count. Any small children I can push over? Oh, I see any blue glowies over there. I'll just try to keep my eye out for him, I suppose. Oh, good lord. The phone is ringing off the hook. Hello? Oh god. I just left. What's up? I have a customer who wants to see you. I just made it 10 steps away. Okay, so it's still telling me the main mission is over there. So does this become a side quest thing of ours? That we have clientele? That we do? I will walk straight one of these days, I promise. Customer's waiting. Okay. How can I help you? You provide interest-free loans here, right? I have a few conditions. What's your name? Shiobara. How much are you willing to lend out, usually? Could you tell me why you need the money first? Then I'll decide whether to give you the loan. Well, you see, not too long ago, I drove my printing company into bankruptcy. I'd inherited the place from my father. I figured I'd start my own company this time from the ground up. You ran your father's company into the ground? It made money, but not enough to get out of the red. In the end, all I could do was downsize, but downsizing can't be the best option, can it? The company was already on its way under. If the only answer left was downsizing, wouldn't it just be better to pull the plug? I think it's cowardly to fire people just to try and keep a company artificially afloat. So I took responsibility for my bad management and let the place go bankrupt. No hard feelings all around, right? Spoken like a typical spoiled heir. The old company doesn't matter now anyway. What's important is building this new company. I love how this guy comes in and he's like, you know, hey, how much do you typically lend out? And he doesn't even answer that question before he's on him about, you tell me why you need the money. I'll decide first, then if I'm going to give you any, and then we'll talk about amounts. And this other lady just came in and, okay, granted, there's that picture. Maybe he had a sentimentality. That's the only reason, because she literally straight up was like, I need like 10, what'd she say, like 10 billion? And in 10 days in cash, like, now, give it to me. And he's like, I'll see what I can do. Like, I feel like he's being very judgy of this guy compared to what he just had come through his office that he agreed to. But moving forward. The old company doesn't matter now anyway. What's important is building this new company, so will you lend me some money? I'm not against the idea, but couldn't your bank help out in that respect? I guess I didn't pass their review. They asked me what business the company would be in, but I hadn't decided yet. Something online, I know. Yeah, you need to have a direction, dude. What, you need planning documents too? Don't you loan sharks usually skip those formalities? He's not a loan shark. No, it's just that... Never mind. How much did you need? Let's see. Could you lend me 5 million. What? 5 million? Ah, forget it. It's not like you would know. Oh my god. Read this whole thing out. 5 million, and why so much? And then he's like, no, wait, never mind. Dumb question. Dumb question. What the hell? I'll lend you the 5 million yen. No interest, no collateral. But you're gonna have to pass my test. Bring it on. I don't know what kind of test you're talking about, but I'll do anything you ask. God, this guy is just lame. Alright. So you want to start a company, be its president. In that case, I'll need you to find 3 business partners, bring me 10 president's business cards, invite a hostess here after the club closes. So you want to start he wants to start a company and be its president. He's got to do business. He's got to have he's got to strike deals. And probably I'm going to say find 3 business partners. Getting the cards of other presidents, not bad, not bad. You're marketing yourself, but it's not going to do you any good because you don't have a market to be in. So he needs to get himself some... I don't see where the hostess is. Like, I guess, like, you could argue sweet talking, but yeah, he's got to have a direction. He's got to find 3 business partners. Find business partners. You're going to have a business in which he does not have because he has no idea. Let's go with that. Find 3 people who will partner in your business with you and bring them to me. People who will partner in my business? 3 of them? Is that all you need? Yeah. People who'd be happy to help build a company with you. What do you think? Can you do it? What are you talking about? I got tons of friends. It won't take long at all. Yeah, but when you go to your friend and say, hey, you want to invest in this company with me? And they go, oh, really? What kind of company? You go, I don't know. They're going to go, okay, well, get back to me on that. I couldn't help overhearing. Are you really going to lend money to that piece of work? He's not fit to start a company. You think so too? To tell you the truth, I agree. He's all talk. You see a lot of that type nowadays. So you never planned on giving him a loan in the first place? Then why bother with a test? I don't think he'll pass it. Oh, I'll lend him the money if he passes. I'm going to teach him it's a rough world out there. But what if... I mean, just on the off chance. Don't worry about it. A big mouth boaster like him can never hope to pass one of my tests. You know, Hana, a man might have a lot of people he could call his friends, but I bet very few of them would actually be willing to take a chance on him when their livelihoods are on the line. He says it'll be a cinch to find 3 of them, but unless he's especially trustworthy or charismatic, they won't follow him back. Oh, back so soon, and you look so... alone. So where are your 3 partners? They just don't understand. I told them I could pull in 100 million a year if they just left everything to me. That's probably why. Ah, so you failed the test. It's not my fault. It's theirs. They're too blind to see. And after all the times they begged to be in on my parties too. What parties? My online game parties. You mean you didn't know about them? They're kind of a big deal. They call me Hurricane Salt. What kind of name is that? Hurricane Salt. I'm trying to find a point But that actually works. Hurricane salt. Okay. I mean, unless you're just slinging your saltiness so far and wide. I don't know. Well, it hardly matters at this point. You weren't able to pass the test, which means our loan discussion is over. My apologies. But not really. Hana, Mr. Shiobara is leaving. Could you show him out?
Hi.
Hi, hi. Right this way, sir. Wait just a second. You mean you know all about me from one lousy test? Who do you think you are, a god? Yeah, sorta. Look like one. He is kind of hot. I'm counting on you. Give me one more chance. Just one more. Akiyama, you're too soft. Please, I'm begging you. Let me try again. I swear I'll take it a whole lot more seriously this time. We have other business to attend to, you know? But it doesn't look like you'll be leaving anytime soon, so... Alright, one more time. Alright. So was that technically the wrong answer? Or is it just that we're giving him 2 tests and he's going to fail 2 times? Let's see. Invite a hostess here after the club closes. Bring me 10 president's business cards. I just don't see how inviting a hostess here is like... It's probably a little tough. But not pertinent. Well, let's try that one. Business cards it is. Bring me the business cards of 10 presidents. They could be presidents of any kind of company. Is that all you need? Like, 10? Is that... With somebody with social anxiety like me, I'd be like, 1? What the fuck do you mean you want 1? I can't get 1. You want me to talk to somebody? Fuck you. Corporate CEOs, presidents of small factories, any kind of presidents will do. Just find 10 of them, get their cards, and bring the cards here. That sounds pretty easy. I mean, I used to be a president myself. I can get 20 or even 30 cards, no problem. Yeah, just the same as you can get 5 friends, no problem to invest in your business. Glad to hear it. Well, good luck. I'll see you soon. Oh. Better get that 5 million ready. Yeah, sure. Right. Why are you giving him a second chance? Usually you just send somebody like him on his way. He's just so astoundingly clueless. Don't you want to see how it all ends? Not particularly. Look at it from my perspective. You always forget to collect on your loans. Too many boneheaded customers like him, and I'll be up to my neck in extra work. And I appreciate every last ounce of work you do, Hana. Don't I always treat you to a delicious meal at the end of every month? I guess you can do what you want. It's your company, after all. If it were you, Hana, how would you go about collecting 10 president's cards? Well, I'd probably pop into an office building and talk to company presidents directly. Good answer. A frontal attack, eh? Me? I might grab a hold of a president or two, take them to a print shop and have them make me some cards. A little aggressive, maybe, but that sounds like something you'd do. Nothing wrong with that. Hell, I could even have a print shop make up a bunch of fake cards if I wanted. Your straightforward method requires courage, while my way calls for a quick wit. Regardless, I doubt he's capable of either. Welcome back. So, where's the cards?
Yeah.
I only have one. My father's. None of the CEOs I knew at my last company are even in this town. Are there any company presidents here? It's all businessmen and people in the bar and restaurant business. That's businessmen. I mean, you know, go for it. You're looking at one. Sorry, I don't really look like a CEO. Well then, since you weren't able to pass the test, I'm afraid I won't be giving you a loan after all. That's true. I kind of had that kind of in the back of my mind. I was like, isn't he? He could have asked him for his.
Hi.
That test was put together wrong. I could do better. Oh my god. Now we get to have him invite the hostess. should be a piece of cake for a man like you. What's the problem? I just don't have the cash. Hostess clubs cost a lot, you know? It really is too bad. I'd have all kinds of girls following me, and if I only had the money, I'd be like the Pied Piper of Kamurocho. Guess I'll have to introduce you to my friend's hostess club then. You can put it on my bill. The place is called Sweet on Pink Street. Just say my name and they'll let you in. You can't do it without money, right? Well, I'm making that particular problem go away. So what do you think? Can you do it? Yes, of course, no problem at all. I'll bring you the best hostess in the club. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready. Oh, every time this dude is, better get it ready. Nope. Mr. A. Enough's enough. I've never seen you give anybody so many chances. I suppose you're right. But it's all just so interesting, don't you think? I mean, he's such a disaster. Mr. A. But why'd you send him to a hostess club? He'll just go out and have some fun, on your dime no less. A first-time visitor to a hostess club hardly ever manages to invite a girl out afterward. Anybody who succeeds is either rich or a smooth talker. But this guy has no money at all. So he has about zero chance of pulling this off. We don't know that. I mean, he might fall into some crazy beginner's luck. That would be a miracle. If he pulls off a miracle at a time like this, it'll be the first of many. Luck is just another kind of talent, isn't it? It's like Domino says, luck is a superpower. Maybe, but even so. If that guy gets his very own miracle, I'll lose all faith in the gods. Holy shit, lady. I don't see any pretty hostess clinging to you. Welcome back. Where's the hostess? With the mostest? That club's no good. The girl at my table only said a few words and then she clammed up right away. Isn't it her job to get the conversation going? I'm the customer. The paying customer. Not really. You aren't. Paying with somebody else's money.
Yeah.
Seriously though, any other club and it would have gone swimmingly. It all comes down to a bad club. Even if we assume it was the club's fault, you still didn't manage to pass the test. That means I won't be giving you a loan. 3 chances, dude.
Hi.
Now what? It's always just one more with you. I've given you 3 chances already. No matter how many times you try, you'll never pass. Alright? So leave. I'm tired of stringing along a big mouth know-nothing like you. This is it. My very last chance. If you give up on me, I'm finished. Will you just leave already? I'm positive I can build a company that will never ever downsize. You really want to start your own company, don't you? Are you being entirely honest with me and with yourself? Absolutely. No lies, no excuses, period. Fine. Then this is your honest to goodness last chance. If you fail this test, you leave. Alright. I'll pass it for sure. You'll see. Okay. Here we go. My friend's leaflet company is in the red. If you can get it making a profit again, I'll lend you the 5 million. But that could take years. Feel free to leave if you're not interested. What's it going to be? You in or out? Alright. Where is this leaflet company anyway? It's Paradise Advertising on Shichifuku Street. A little west of the M store there. Let me give him a call. Okay. Mr. Akiyama, to what do I owe the pleasure? You'd been asking for management advice, right? I found just the man for the job. Mr. Shiobara. I'll be sending him your way shortly. Really? Mr. Shiobara, is it? Thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Right. Now it's all up to you. Paradise Advertising is on Shichifuku Street West. I'm sure you'll see it when you get there. I'll be back. You sure about this? It's one heck of a test. Is it Paradise Advertising in a really bad way business-wise? Stuck in the red even as sales remain strong and steady? Yeah, that's right. Even if sales go through the roof, expenses are always higher. Which means their only choice is to downsize and cut their... Ah! Yup. All they can do is downsize. Mr. Shiobaro, who killed a company rather than downsize, will now be forced to do that very thing. You're a bad man, Mr. A. Call it shock therapy. If he can't do this, he can't do anything. Don't you think you should go check up on him just in case? You never know. Alright, alright. Do you remember where... Yes! I just told the man where it's at. Wow. There's the game going. Did you remember where this is going to be? Okay, gotta get to Shichifuku Street West, a little west of the M store. See, I remember. Whee! Not that I really remember where Shichifuku Street is officially, but I think it's in this general direction. I don't want a loan from you anyway. You're not the only loan office in Kamurocho, you know. It's at the point you've been blacklisted. There's not a loan shark in town who'll lend to you now. You don't know that for sure. I refuse to ever do business with you again. Alright, what the fuck is going on here? Hi, lady. Money trouble? I'm the same line of business as that other fellow. Oh, but why bother? It's no use. Sounds like they got you blacklisted, eh? How much do you owe? 10 million or so? About? So you don't even know how much you borrowed? Loan sharks, credit cards, you name it, I've borrowed money from it. What are you getting at? Just that you put on a brave face for somebody so deep in debt. Nice clothes and all that. Made me wonder. What's the point in looking all pitiful just because I happen to owe some people money? This is how I live after all. I see, you're something else. You know that? Trying to get interested. Are you hitting on me? No, it's not that. Look, if you're truly ready to make a fresh start, come to my office. Shoko Muto. Wow, that's a catchy name, I guess. Shoko. Alright. Oh, holy shit. Okay. I'll fight you, I guess? And everybody scatters. I like how those guys were like, no, not that way. Oh, this is perfect. Did we just bloody him up with a pillow? That's fucking awesome. Thank you, homeless man. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. I'll take 20s. That's fine. Oh, dude, you look like you've seen better days. There we go. Soft garbage. Metal garbage. What? Dude, can we get into the manhole? That'd be fucking awesome. Hey, Pukey, how you doing? He's just an environmental thing. It's just like, don't bite me. I'm alright. Alright, I need to find this, leaflet. There we go. The Shibar guy you sent over showed up. He marched in blustering about how he was going to put me in the black, but when I showed him the books, he ran out of steam. See, he inherited his father's company, but didn't want to downsize anybody and wound up running the place into the ground. He ran his father's business into the ground because he didn't want to downsize. Say, Mr. Akiyama, do you think that'll happen in my place too? Most likely. I saw the books the last time we talked. You'd be hard-pressed to get any more profit, and you've cut all the expense corners you can. The only thing left is to downsize. I know that's true, but still, these people have been with me from day one. I've got to be frank with you here. It's your job as president to make this decision. I guess so. Oh, another thing. Do you know where Shiobara went? He's walking toward Children's Park. Alright. Okay. Well, you think of a way to get them back on track? What's wrong? You went to Paradise Advertising, didn't you? You knew all along, didn't you? Knew what? You sent me to that company knowing full well that the only thing they could do was downsize. They have sufficient sales and good management. They take all the leaflet orders they can. I can't see any way to bring in more money. Which means they have to reduce their expenses. Employee salaries have already been slashed, and there's simply no more fat to trim. Their president is a real go-getter, keeps pristine books, has great employee morale. Still, he's stuck in the red. Now you're starting to sound like the CEO you once were. You're looking in all the right places. If we need to reduce expenses, there's just one thing left. Personnel costs. In other words, if it isn't old Shiobara's idiot son. Imagine running into you here. You worked for my father's company. So you remember me, huh? Well, thanks to you bringing down your dad's business, I'm still out of a job. But I either had to downsize or close the place down. My hands were tied. Besides. Well, then you should have downsized. You think your way was more noble? Your hands were tied. You think that's going to make up for everything? Still, speaking as a manager, downsizing is... Does it make you proud that you didn't downsize? Well, your pride won't put food on the table. Who'd hire me now at my age? I either live on the street or die in the gutter. Take some responsibility and die right along with me. No, not that. Once you take a life, your own life is over for good. Shut your face. You'll never, ever, ever understand how I feel. Of course not. I'm just saying. Murder's not the answer. What's your deal, anyway? You taking this moron's side? If you want to try to start over, I can help. Well, I can lend you money, anyway. I don't want money. How dare you insult me? Oh, my God. We're gonna beat up a homeless man. Okay. That'll work. Enough of this bullshit. I worked with his father for more than 30 years. We were good friends, all of us. And this ignorant moron, he tore it all to pieces. That company was... It can't be easy to start over at your age, but if you still want to try, stop by Sky Finance on Tenkaichi Street. I'm just a moneylender, but money just might come in handy. I'll be waiting. We're just getting all these people. Hold on, it's a little warm here. You knew that downsizing was the only way to get that company in the black. We already been over this, yes. Why? His friends had been with him from the start. The president didn't want to downsize, but that was the only way to save his company. And he still couldn't bring himself to do it. Isn't that why you're here? Mulling it all over? That angry old man, Paradise Advertising. I think you probably understand this now, but downsizing isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not always the best thing, or even the only thing, but sometimes you have to do it for the sake of the company. If you don't, you might end up hurting a lot more people, like that old man. You see what I'm trying to say? Could you ask that leaflet company guy to come meet us here? Yep. Bring him to the park. He's only 2 doors down. No biggie there. Something wrong? Shiobara wants to talk to you. Company He's in the same position mine was. You have to downsize. I thought as much, but these people have been with me from the beginning. How could I force them out like that? If the business fails, that's it. Everything's over. Everybody gets hurt, and that means all of your employees. So even though it's a tough decision to make, the president is responsible for protecting the company. I agree. Downsizing is the only option. I know how you feel, but it's got to be better than turning everybody out into the streets. I see. I guess that's the only way to go then. I do have just one favor to ask of you. If this downsizing turns your company around, make sure the people who were forced out get first crack at working for you again. After all, it's the downsized employees who served the company by leaving, and they'd been friends and co-workers for so long. Alright, I promise I will. When I first met you, Mr. Shiobara, I had you pegged as a half-baked smartass. Now you look for all the world like a fine, upstanding CEO. I know it's awfully hard, but we've got to do the best we can by our employees. Now if you'll excuse me. Money's ours. I can't give up now. I still don't know what kind of company to build, but it'll bring happiness to everybody. 5 million. A lesson learned. Memoirs of an action star. Sure, why not? Why not? 5,000 experience points? Holy shit. Oh shit. I'm walking into all sorts of stuff. We've barely gotten started. Not stuck any of my girls, is he? What are you doing? Whoa. Nothing. You were sneaking a look at something. Sneaking a look? No, I was just waiting for somebody. For who? That's who you were waiting for? Miki? Oh, do you know her? Sure. I'm the owner of this club. No way. And who might you be, A stalker? No, nothing like that. I just wanted to see her. Are you Miki's customer? Uh-huh. Why not just go into the club, then? Well, the thing is, I've spent more than 5 million yen here over the past 2 years, and now my money's finally run out. 5 million yen? That's right. I was this close to winning her over, too. If 5 million yen wasn't enough, I think it's time to call it quits. I just know I could do it if I had another million. What's your name? Taniguchi. From Akiyama. Along with this club, I also run a loan office called Sky Finance. Look, the way things are now, you have a snowball's chance of going out with Miki. Even with another million yen, unless you make some changes, you could see her 10 more times and still get kissed off every time. Some weird lingo they've decided to use. Besides, you need more than just money to woo a woman. First, you have to work on your look. Then you whip up your own personal brand of charm. But how do I do all that? Come see me later in front of Millennium Tower. I'll give you a little advice. Oh boy. Come all decked out in your lady killer best. I mean the clothes you'd wear if you had the chance to go out on a date with Miki. I want to get a feeling for your sense of style. Oh shit. Alright, this guy was looking pretty pathetic. Isn't that our scout? You working hard? Don't be slacking off now. Oh, hey there, boss. Don't hey there, boss me. All these girls walking by. You've got to talk to them. Like that one. Some other club got her. I'm just not cut out for this job. What, quitting already? It's your choice to make, but aren't you being a little hasty? It's just that nothing's going right. I call out to some girl and she either glares at me or ignores me altogether. I'm starting to get a complex here. Sounds like you talked to a lot of girls. How many leads did you get today? Leads? Come on, you know. How many phone numbers did you get? How many girls? 1. You've got to be kidding me. I'll be dying on bread crusts and water at this rate. I'm not too happy about it myself, you know. I wish there was an easier way to make money. Look, I think I can understand how you feel, but how are you calling out to these girls anyway? How? Like normally. Hey, want to be a hostess? Like that. Then what? What if she says she's not interested? I say, oh, come on, why not? Give it a shot. I don't blame them for giving you the stink eye. Maybe it was fate I saw you here today. I'll give you some basic lessons in scouting. Whether you learn anything from them is up to you. What kind of idiot do you take me for? I tried my hand at all kinds of jobs around a hostess club before I came to own one. Wow, you sure don't mess around. Not when it comes to work, anyway. That's the trick to getting rich. Now it's time for you to take that first step. Come with me. He is all sorts of an entrepreneur, isn't he? Oh, do I have to? Yep, now get a move on. Are you serious? What a drag. Time flies with this game. I'm like already this far into this episode. Shit. The first rule of scouting, never let a girl pass you by. You've been standing around all day with only one lead to show for it. Proof positive you've been playing hooky instead of working. You can talk the talk, boss, and I see what you're saying. I do. But can you walk the walk? How good are you, really? You seem confident enough, so I guess you were probably really something at one time. But I get the feeling your skills are pretty rusty. You really want to go there? Okay, give me 5 minutes to do some scouting of my own. You tell me how many leads I should score in that amount of time. Seriously? Let me back up here. I'm totally clueless, and I have a big mouth. I noticed. Ouch. Fine. I'm not gonna hold back then. If that's the way you're gonna be. How about 3 times the leads I pulled in? That's 3 people. You need 3 leads to win. Fine. But why 3 particularly? Because a real master ought to be able to do 3 times better than a normal person, right? I don't really get it, but that's alright. Here I go. Start the clock. In the next 5 minutes, talk to as many women as possible and ask for their phone numbers. Keep in mind as you do, though, that you're scouting for hostesses. Alright. I'm a scout for a hostess club. Would you be interested in that kind of work? Oops. Shit. You look pretty old to be a scout. You got me there. Fact is, I'm only 32, if you can believe it. So, do you already have a position somewhere else? Club in Roppongi. No wonder you have a certain aura about you. Ever give any thought to switching clubs? Well, actually. You're burning up my clock, man. Oh, she's with you? I was just hoping she might want to give our club a try. Oh, boy. He always looks like he's got a slight smirk on his face, and I kind of love it. You know what? I'm busy scouting here, buddy. There we go. You're good. Sorry about that. She has a really short fuse. No way you say to a nice man, she... Can I make it up to you? I'll hear you out on that hostess thing. Scored a lead. Alright, need 2 more. You look a bit pitiful. I work at a club now, and I was just wondering if I should try a different place. And after that, what's your name? Satomi, what kind of place you're looking for? Current club has strict quotas. Has no quotas at all. Wow, that sounds pretty neat. Here, take my card. Could I have your number? I want the details. Got it, I'll be in touch. Got a lead. Alright, cool. We saved ourselves some time on that one. I'm not sure that she's gonna bite either. She's busy talking with a dude. But let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. That's some kind of nurse getting a girl when she's with her guy pops. I guess that dude might. I figured. I don't know, maybe that pitiful looking woman was like... Maybe she's like hard up for some cash. Ow. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm busy. Alright, let's go talk to Pity Woman. Oh, there's somebody down there again talking to a dude. I detect a little reluctance. Yeah, I figured as much. Motherfuck. I don't know how far out off the beaten path we're supposed to go here. Here we go. Oh, I like your style. You're attractive. So you think it's not easy work, but it's good work if you give it your all. Tell me more. Just give me your number and I'll be in touch. I do. I like that. I love those kinds of hats. If you've seen my other streams or Let's Plays, yeah. Love him. Where is he? Do I have to make it back to him? I don't remember where he's at. Oh shit, where'd we start? Where? Not much use trying. Am I supposed to go back to him within 3 minutes? I lost. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Where did we start? I don't know. I don't know. What does he look like? Oh, fucking shit. It wasn't here. Maybe I just have to go until the timer's out and just make sure I have enough numbers. Oh, for fuck's sake. Because I don't know if we're supposed to go back to the guy. It's not... I figured once we had 3 it would be done. This guy's all kicks. Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Okay. Oh, I got another lead. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there's just waiting for the clock to run out. 4 leads in only 5 minutes? Could have done even better when I was younger. Really meant business out there. Now you got me all motivated too. I don't think he did much more than just be like, hey, you want to be a hostess? Come on, why not? Like, it wasn't much different. He was just like, alright, 5,000 experience. And a level. But yeah, we gotta go back to the Sky Finance and we gotta go to in front of Millennium Tower. So, we'll do that next time, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. I can't believe how fast we've already gotten into everything but story. Bye.